China has developed an electric car that does not rely on the traditional battery pack mounted under the floor. Instead, the idea is that the vehicle is powered through the very structure around it, the platform, the surrounding architecture, and the body that holds it all together. What makes it even more surprising is the claimed charging speed. You supposedly pull in, plug in, and by the time you have barely had a moment to check your phone, the car is already ready to go again, with enough range for over 600 miles. This is not something locked away as a prototype at an exhibition or tech showcase. It is described as an actual production vehicle that can be bought today. The company behind it did not begin as an automaker. It started in a small rented room, originally focused on producing batteries for mobile phones. That background, according to the claim, is not just an interesting detail, it is a key reason they were able to achieve something many in the automotive industry believed was impossible. If you have ever been annoyed by long charging times, anxious about running out of battery, or uncertain whether electric cars are truly practical for everyday use, the story being told here is meant to challenge that view. It goes on to explain how this development happened, why a figure announced by BYD in early 2025 reportedly stunned the industry, and what it could mean for the next generation of vehicles. If you find this kind of content helpful, you're encouraged to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss future updates, as this is presented as just the start of a larger story. From a rented room to reinventing the car, to understand why this technology is such a massive deal, you have to understand where BYD came from, because this story does not start in Silicon Valley or in some famous German engineering lab. It starts in 1,995 inches, a small rented room in Shenzhen with a man named Wang Chuanfu, and a plan to make rechargeable batteries for mobile phones. At the time, mobile phones were exploding in popularity, and someone had to make the batteries inside them. Wang saw that gap and went straight for it. BYD grew by learning how to make high-quality batteries at a price that nobody else could match. And in doing that, they became deeply, obsessively good at understanding exactly what makes a battery work and what makes it fail. They studied every layer, every chemical reaction, every weak point. That knowledge did not disappear when they moved into cars. When BYD entered the car business in the early 2000s, they did not think the way car companies think. They thought like a battery company that happened to be building a vehicle around their cells. That difference sounds small, but it is enormous. Traditional car makers treat the battery as a component they source and then engineer around. BYD treated the battery as the heart of everything, the thing they understood better than anyone else in the room. By 2020, that mindset led them to make a bet the industry thought was reckless. BYD chose to build their future around a battery chemistry called lithium iron phosphate, which most competitors had quietly moved away from. The reason everyone else left it behind was simple. It could not store as much energy as newer chemistries. It was seen as the weaker, cheaper option, something you used when you could not afford better. But BYD saw something different. They saw a chemistry that was naturally safer, lasted longer, and could be made at lower cost. And instead of accepting its energy limits, they decided to redesign the cell itself from scratch. They made the cells long and flat like blades, and packed them edge to edge with no wasted space between them. No bulky module casings, no extra protective boxes around clusters of cells. Just clean, dense, flat energy storage laid out as efficiently as possible. Then they did something theatrical to prove it was safe. They drove a fully loaded 4-6-ton truck straight over a blade battery pack. The pack did not catch fire. It did not leak. It barely even dented. Wang Chuanfu said his goal was to erase the phrase spontaneous combustion from the electric car conversation entirely. That kind of confidence only comes when you built the thing yourself and understand every single part of it. The blade battery was a genuine breakthrough, but it was still at its core a separate unit, a box, something you build and then bolt into the car. The next leap, the one that would flip the entire blueprint upside down, was still a few years away. And to understand why it mattered so much, you first have to be honest about what was broken with the electric cars already on the road. The real problems nobody puts in the ads. The electric vehicles most people can actually buy today are genuinely impressive in some ways, but they also come with a set of frustrations that the marketing tends to gloss over. And those frustrations are exactly what BYD set out to solve. Start with charging time. The ads say, fast charging. The reality at most public stations is 30 to 40 minutes to get a meaningful top-up. That is not a quick stop. That is a whole meal, a long phone call, or a chapter of a book. For people who grew up spending 5 minutes at a gas station and driving away, that wait is a real friction point. It changes how you plan trips. It adds a layer of mental overhead that a gas car simply does not have. Then there is range. Most affordable electric cars today offer somewhere between 250 and 300 miles on a full charge, and that is under ideal conditions. Ideal means mild weather, steady highway speed, climate control, not working too hard. Take that same car into a serious winter, and the range can drop by 30% or more. Cold temperatures slow down the chemistry inside the battery, and the car has to burn energy just to keep the battery warm enough to function properly. Cold weather hits charging speed too. You can pull up to a fast charger in January and watch it deliver power at a fraction of the speed it managed in August. Some drivers have sat at charging stations in the winter and waited twice as long as expected, watching the percentage climb painfully slowly while the temperature outside keeps dropping. But here's the part that rarely shows up in the commercials. In almost every electric vehicle on the market today, the battery is a separate heavy box strapped underneath the floor of the car. It does exactly one job, storing energy, and it contributes nothing to the structure of the vehicle. Engineers have to build the entire car around it, the way you would build a room around a piece of furniture that cannot be moved. That layout has real consequences. The battery box adds weight that does nothing for the car's rigidity or safety. The heavier the car, the more energy it needs to move itself, which means you need an even bigger battery to hit the same range, which adds even more weight. It is a cycle that keeps working against itself. BYD looked at every one of these problems and decided that making incremental improvements to the existing design was not enough. The design itself had to change. And what they came up with did not just patch one issue or two. It attacked the whole list at once, starting with a question nobody else had seriously asked. What if the battery and the car were the same thing? The body is the battery here. The idea that sounds impossible until you hear the logic, and then it sounds almost obvious. What if you did not build a separate battery box at all? What if the battery cells themselves became part of the car's structure, doing two jobs at once, storing energy and physically holding the vehicle together? That is exactly what BYD built with their cell-to-body technology. Instead of placing a battery box underneath the floor of the car, the top surface of the blade cells becomes the actual floor of the passenger cabin. You are not sitting on top of a battery. You are sitting on the battery. The cells are part of the skeleton of the car, spreading forces across the frame the same way steel beams do in a building. Think of it this way. The old approach is like strapping a heavy backpack to the belly of the car.